Hello everyone, Railgan here with another video of my Call for Help series. This time we're having a look at this replay submitted by AshenNA for Sushi Muffins on Reddit. He's a Platinum League player and this is a CVT game on New Gettysburg. I asked you guys what you think you did well in the game, what you think you did bad. He told me that he thinks he did a good amount of economic damage early on, lost his lair in a trade-off, and what he thinks he did bad is his slow reaction to the play of the Terran, in terms of spore crawlers and of course all the damage he takes, just like losing his lair. So we're going to have a look at what we see this game. So right off the bat we see a hatch gas pool opener, pretty standard. I feel like he should have some more drones, but it's okay. Maybe he went for the gas a little bit too soon, but we're not going to hack on too much about that. Overlord spread, I'm not sure why he sends this Overlord over here. On this map I prefer to put my second Overlord in this position, because a lot of Medivacs fly this way, or if the opponent sends out Hellions, they'll usually go across this ramp, because it's easier to engage from this angle than from this small part. So I like to have an Overlord positioned here. We're going to see what he does with this. He's going for the Queen. He actually go pool first. I think he did go pool. Should be. Quite pay attention to the opener. Then we see 4 links. They're of course defense for the Reaper. His Queen is in time, so he doesn't actually need all these links. Like this, he made 8 links total. Now 8 links and the opponent is not making a single Reaper, so he has to do some kind of damage with these 8 links, because these could be 4 drones, and if you invest this much into links, well, you have a Queen out anyways that can defend against the Reaper, because this was a pool first opener, then you need to change things up. Now he had 1 drone in the gas, then puts 2 drones back in the gas, then takes a second gas while still being on 20 drones. This already feels a little bit weird to me. Going to see what he plans exactly. Our opponent is going for the double starport play, so very unorthodox by him as well. He has this Baneling Nest. Does not have an evolution chamber, so I think he's going for a Ling Bane bust instead of a drop. The opponent is building a Raven. Oh boy. Welcome to Platinum League, guys. So it's going to be a standard Ling Bane bust with 2 gas. And one thing I want to quickly mention. Yes, 18 drones in the gas right now. I'm gonna slow it down. 18 drones on the minerals. You only really need 16 and you want all the other drones to be at this space to just get the optimal efficiency out of your drones. And speed it up a little bit once more. He gets this lair while he's doing the Ling Baneling bust. Now he already morphed these Banelings a long time ago, so he could have had his lair finish a long time ago as well. Now scouting information wise, he saw a gas, a barracks. He doesn't know if his opponent has a natural, which he doesn't. Don't think he could have even seen that, but like right now, at this point I'm asking myself, what is Ashen thinking? So he goes to scout with a Link, sees that his opponent has no natural. And right now, all the bells in his head have to be ringing. Wait, the CC this late? Only so few Marines? Just now building an add-on? There has to be something up. The factory doesn't have an add-on. What is this Terran doing? Then he goes in. And he sees these Banshees. Right now, one problem that he mentioned is his reaction to the Banshees was too slow. But I would do, in his case right now, is either put down a Hydra then, or a Spire, probably a Spire, because you have the lair anyways. Then you want to morph at least 1 spore per base and continue to build Queens, because Queens are really good against Banshees. Let's see what he does. He makes more links. I mean, to be fair, all he really has to do is send these links into the economy line. Like, just put the links here, stop attacking these depots or whatever, and just kill the SCVs, but he already lost so many links. Or more are coming though. I mean, I don't know. Like the Terran is dead. Then again, you know, the Terran is only 5 workers behind, so he actually managed to hold on decently here. Despite having a total of 5 Marines and 1 Widow Mine. And of course the Banshees, but they don't really help too much. Now he built the Spire, but it's late. One other thing that I don't like about the Spire is the placement. If you're fighting against Banshees, you always have to think, how do I protect my buildings? These gases are very open, right? They can be attacked from this angle, from this angle. This angle is blocked by the Spore Crawler, but the gases are very easy to take out. Right here, same thing. Gases are easy to take out. Drones, well, you have to go past the Spore. The pool, well, if he flies along this path, along the outside, the pool and the Spire are both easy targets. The Queen is an easy target as well. This Queen is also an easy target. You want the Queens in the mineral line, because else the Banshees will kill them very quickly. Second thing, why do you morph Banelings in the middle of the map? Of course, if the opponent has Banshees, he will have to do something with it. Right now, if I was the turn, I would just kill these Banelings and take no damage from them, unless he is confident enough to defend at home. Also, did he just fly SCVs down there? The command center? Next level strategies. As I mentioned, Queen is not in a good position, so it dies immediately. This Queen, also very risky. If he would have just gone up to like 5 Queens, I think he could have held this almost with Queens and Spore Crawlers. Then, no Overseer. You know you're up against 4 Banshees, just invest the 50-50 and get that Overseer out. Where is the opponent's Raven? The Raven. As I mentioned, by the way, I haven't seen the video before, the replay before. I'm watching this for the first time as well. But the Spire was very open, easy to take out. Now, he mentioned the lair is going down. Right here we can see why. All he has to do is kill this Spore Crawler. Wait. Now, actually, well, if the Spore couldn't detect them because he uprooted them. What is the Raven? Just throw down missile turrets, please. They're really good. What's the point of the Raven anyways? I'm a little bit concerned about this turn. They didn't pay full attention what happened over here. We're gonna go back a little bit. See what exactly went on right there. Right here. Want to quickly check that out. Yeah, he went in. And he's doing a lot of damage. So as Ashen mentioned, he's doing a lot of economic damage, and technically the game should be over if it wasn't for these Banshees. But the Banshees can't shoot up, so the Spire was definitely a good idea. Going to speed this up a little bit. As you can tell, I'm just gonna leave the time up, it doesn't really matter anyways. The game is going to go on for 11 minutes while the Terran is at 8 workers and has absolutely nothing. So at this point I'm curious, how does this game last 10 more minutes? And one other thing that I don't understand, why does the Zerg not have a third base? One thing that Sushi Muffins or AshenNA mentioned is that he doesn't know when it's safe to expand or safe to build drones. First of all, if your opponent has literally 2 starports and no barracks left and has a planetary, you don't really need to make a lot of links. He's not really making a lot. It's nice to have some links on the map to do some pressure, try to do damage, force your opponent to play defensive. But why would you not just take this expansion? What I would have done is just take this expansion, and even if the Terran kills this base, then at least you won't kill your main or natural, because you're just trying to buy time for your Mutalisks to come out and so you can kill the Banshees with the Overseer and the Mutalisks. I would have just taken that expansion. Generally speaking, as a Zerg, expanding a lot is good, and you want to make as many drones as possible. I usually drone up at least 2 bases fully with gas if I go for a tech build before I make a lot of units against Protoss and Terran. Or if I go for 3 bases, I take at least 2 gases and drone up all 3 bases on the minerals before I make a lot of units. Most pushes out around the 5-minute mark, so that's when you need to start defending for them. Like drone till like 4:30 or so, and then you start producing units. But it's always important to scout to see when the opponent moves out, so you can prepare accordingly. If you're unsure whether you need to build defensive units or whether you should attack, just scout and check out what your opponent has. If he's building 4 command centers, well, you can drone up as much as you want, or you can play aggressive. You can make it tech. It's all up to you. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit more because I want to see what exactly is going on right here. The Widow Mine, wow, the Planetary killed all the banelings. And this guy only has Vikings and Widow Mines right now. The Zerg should just make a lot more drones. Like, at this point, you just want to make drones, right? The Terran cannot push out. Why would you not just... He did take the 3rd base, good. It's good, he's securing it with Spore Crawlers. He did build that additional Queen. Not sure why he rebuilt the lair in the main. Could have just rebuilt it at the natural and get it out faster. Now he's droning, that's very good. He's rebuilding the Spire. Of course, he couldn't build that. Hellion is scouting about, sees the 3rd base. And let's check at the unit tab quickly. He still has 4 Mutalisks, he has some links. He has good map control. Like, I really like that he is positioning his units to see the important stuff going on, but he does not realize that the opponent is taking this space. Why should the Zerg think the opponent could be taking this space? Reason 1. He checks every other base. Reason 2. The game, if you're on 3 bases and have them all fully droned, then your opponent is probably on a decent worker count as well and wants to take a 3rd. Reason 3. What your opponent has are Widow Mines and Vikings, so he's obviously pretty good in terms of anti-air defense. He has a lot of starports, so why would he not just take the island base? So just scout the island with this Overlord. And that would help. Wow. Cute play. So he's going for the Hive. The Carapace upgrade, always good. Reduces the damage of the Liberator and Viking. He has a lot of mutas. Not really, like if you build so many mutas, at least do something with them. Like something. The opponent is just taking one expansion after the other. Like the opponent is like, well, I have to win this game somehow. This is a good move. Now it takes out the island. Sorry for the bibbidi-bim. Was my fault. Did it. CVs at this space. Very good. And right here, you see what happens when the Zerg is just way ahead. Like Ling Baneling, Muta, and some Corruptors. Absolutely just crushes everything this Terran has, and all he has to do is blow this Planetary up and finish the game. And that's pretty much it. So we saw a pretty cool game right here, where the Zerg player went for this weird opener with the double gases. So actually, I'm gonna go quickly back to the double gas now, because I think this game is over, so I'm just gonna speed through it. It's 200 versus 80 supply. Just got rocked, poor guy. The Terran definitely had a cute strategy, but he didn't really prepare for anything. Like he was just hoping his opponent was going defensive, and Ashen, luckily for himself, decided to attack. So I want to quickly go over the opener of Ashen and have a look at it. So once more, he immediately makes these 4 links. I want to see what he does with them quick. Right now, he has 2 drones too many in the main base. Just send them over to the natural. They're way better there. Or don't take drones out of the gas if you're oversaturating your main mineral line anyways. Just keep them in the gas. Please. That would be cool. Like, you don't really get more minerals, it's better to just take the gas. And you see the double starport. Not sure if display of Ashen was a reaction, and he takes the other gas. Now I want to have a look at his gas count. So we are at 70, 80, 100. Right now he could start the lair. Right now he could start the lair and he would lose pretty much nothing. So now we're up to 200. Now he's making more links. So until now he could have just had made drones with these 8 links and then made the 8 links. Because the links weren't really that useful. It's all about being as efficient as possible when you play StarCraft. Now he's still up at 200 gas. Like, he's morphing these Bane links, but he still has too much gas. So, and how much gas did he mine from this? 1.8k. So this gas wasn't even needed at all until now. Until now, all the gas that he got from this gas could have just been minerals and could have afforded the same stuff. Like, he has more gas in the bank than he mined from this extractor. Even now, he only needs 4 gas out of the 180 gas that he mined from this extractor. So it was really not needed. If he could have done all of this from 1 gas and had these drones on the mineral, had these 2 drones from this base down here as well, and he would have had 6 more drones at this base and would have been at 11 workers, and maybe you could even afford a 3rd base. So the build is just not that efficient. If you mine resources, then you have to use them. And that's pretty much what I want to tell you guys this game. I'm going to finish it up with the bonus question that Ashen had. Is, what do you think of 2-base Roach Ravager all-in timing attacks against Terran and Protoss? Against Terran, I do play 2-base timing attacks with Roach Ravager with Roach speed and +1. If the Terran goes for a 3-Rex opener, because I feel like Roach Ravager can be pretty good against the 3-Rex play that a lot of Terrans like to do. Against Protoss, Roach Ravager timing attacks have they kind of died out because of the Phoenix play. Now that Adepts are coming back, you can kind of play them more, usually with Ling support, like Roach Ravager Ling Bane Ling. Roach Ravager Ling, mostly. It's not that, like, I'm not that big of a fan of them, but I feel like they can definitely be used and can be strong, but you just have to play them as efficient as possible. Get out the maximum out of all of your builds. Because that is what will get you into the higher leagues. And I want to thank you all for watching. I hope this helped you, Ashen. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another replay. Thank you all for watching. Bye!